Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to create and clone a Bitbucket repository to VS Code. This process allows you to manage your code projects efficiently by connecting your Bitbucket repository directly to your local development environment in Visual Studio Code. Let's walk through it step by step. First, open your web browser and navigate to bitbucket.org. Once the page loads, you'll need to log in using your credentials. Simply enter your login information to access your Bitbucket dashboard. This is where all your repositories and projects are managed. After you've logged in successfully, look towards the upper right corner of your screen. You'll see a plus sign with the word Create next to it. Click on that, and from the drop-down menu that appears, select Repository. This initiates the process of creating a brand new repository where your code will be stored. Next, you'll need to navigate to the Project section. Click on the drop-down menu there. If you already have an existing project, you can select it from the list. However, if you're starting fresh or need a new project, click on Create New Project and type in your project name. This keeps your repositories organized under specific projects. Now it's time to name your repository. In the repository name field, type the name you want to use for this repository. Make sure it's something descriptive that you'll recognize later. This name will identify your repository within the project you just selected or created. After naming your repository, navigate down to the default branch name field. Here you'll type the name you want for your main branch. For example, you could type main. This branch will serve as the primary branch where your code development begins. Once you've filled in all the necessary details, click the Create Repository button. Bitbucket will process this request and set up your new repository. Give it a moment to complete the creation process. After your repository is created, look to the upper right corner again and click on Clone. This will present you with options for cloning the repository to your local machine. You'll see the HTTPS clone URL displayed. Go ahead and copy this URL as you'll need it in the next steps to connect Visual Studio Code to this repository. Now open Visual Studio Code on your computer. Once it's loaded, you'll need to access the command palette. Press Ctrl+Shift+P if you're on Windows or Linux, or Command+Shift+P if you're using a Mac. This opens up a search bar where you can access various VS Code commands. In the command palette, type git::clone and select it from the list. This command allows you to clone a repository from a remote source directly into VS Code. Once selected, you'll be prompted to enter the repository URL. Paste the clone URL that you copied earlier from Bitbucket and press Enter. VS Code will now ask you to choose a local folder where you want to save this repository on your computer. Browse to the location you prefer and press Enter to confirm. After the cloning process completes, VS Code will prompt you with an option to open the cloned repository. Click on Open to launch the repository in your workspace. Your Bitbucket repository is now successfully cloned and ready for you to start working on your code locally. And that's it. You've successfully created a Bitbucket repository and cloned it to Visual Studio Code, giving you a seamless workflow between your remote code storage and local development environment. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.